Welcome to Gospel Music USA, bringing you the best in Southern gospel music from coast to coast. Now here are your hosts of Gospel Music USA, Danny Jones, Karen Peck Gooch, and Mike Lefevre.
Hey everyone, tell your family, tell your friends that Gospel Music USA is on the air. My name is Danny Jones.
I'm Karen Peck with New River.
I'm Mike Lefevre, the Lefevre Quartet. We're thrilled that you're with us today. It's going to be a wonderful program, and we got a great artist on here today.
We
Some
sure
of my favorite
do.
people are
Some
here
of your
today.
favorite people are here.
Yes.
Karen, tell us the name of this wonderful quartet that's visiting with us today.
We have the Tribute Quartet from Nashville, Tennessee with us today, and we're looking so forward to hearing songs from their new album.
Right. It's going to be a great program, so stick around. You're going to hear some great Southern gospel music quartet style.
Yes.
And here they are right now, Tribute Quartet.
Working in the fields in the dark of night, shepherds saw a glorious sight, left their flocks and took some friends to see a little baby in Bethlehem. Everybody come see Jesus, everybody come now, everybody come. Standing in the Jordan to be baptized, voice of God was heard on high. This is my beloved Son, the Spirit came down like a heavenly dove. Oh, everybody come see Jesus, everybody come now, everybody come. Son of God, Son of Man, never been another to the things he can. Healer, teacher, Savior, Lamb, never been another to the things he can. See the long-awaited promised one. Everybody come. Woman at the well running into town. 5,000 folks in a lunchtime crowd. Little Zacchaeus in a sycamore tree, changed by a man from Galilee. Oh yeah, he was. Oh, everybody come see Jesus. Everybody come now. Everybody come. Son of God, Son of Man, never been another to the things he can. Healer, teacher, Savior, Lamb, never been another to the things he can. See the long-awaited promised one. Everybody come. Standing where the stone had rolled away, staring at the wonder of an empty grave. I ran to tell the world the good news. Jesus did exactly what he said he'd do. Everybody come see Jesus. Everybody come now. Everybody come. Son of God, Son of Man, never been another to the things he can. Healer, teacher, Savior, Lamb, never been another to the things he can. See the long-awaited promised one, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Every knee will bow before, every nation, tribe, and tongue. Everybody, 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 everybody come. Son of God, Son of Man, never been another to the things he can. Healer, teacher, Savior, Lamb, never been another to the things he can. See the long-awaited promised one. Everybody, Son of God, Son of Man, never been another to the things he can. Healer, teacher, Savior, Lamb, never been another to the things he can. See the long-awaited promised one. Everybody, everybody come see Jesus. 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 It's a blessed assurance knowing somebody cares. when the storms of life rage, casting fear and despair. When the winds of confusion have gone all night long, I take shelter and rest with the God of the storm. His voice calls the thunder, His whisper brings peace. Troubled waters of danger set a stage for His feet. I'm peaceful in the midst of all danger and harm, beneath the safe cover of the God of the storm. Tossed and driven by the waves and the wind, the disciples of Jesus on board without Him. In the thunder and lightning caught a vision of wine, walking right through the tempest came the God of the stars. His voice calls the thunder, His whisper brings peace. Troubled waters of danger set a stage for His feet. I'm peaceful in the midst of all danger and harm, beneath the safe cover of the God of the storm. I've anchored my soul in the haven of rest. I'll sail the wide seas no more. But the tempest may sweep o'er the wide stormy deep, but I'm anchored in the God of the storms. His voice calls the thunder, His whisper brings peace. Troubled waters of danger set a stage for His feet. I'm peaceful in the midst of all danger and harm, beneath the safe cover of the God of the storm. Beneath the safe cover of the God of the storms. The storms, the
Welcome back to Gospel Music USA. Our guest today, again, the Tribute Quartet.
Yes.
Now, Karen, these guys were here just a few programs ago, and I told you where they were all from.
That's
You
right.
remember?
I remember Tennessee, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and
Bolivia.
West Virginia.
Apparently, it's the whole Midwest.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that was Omaha. Yeah, that was
Y'all
south.
really do
It was
cover a lot
close.
of territory.
Yeah,
Did I get
right.
it wrong?
Sure do.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, not
Who was,
Arkansas.
No one's
who was
from
from
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
You're from Florida.
I know, but she said I was from
Yeah, I
Oklahoma and you
know.
were from
Yeah,
Arkansas.
that's because you were sitting there and you were sitting there.
Oh,
I
it's
still
a,
got
it's
it right.
a photographic memory. She can't
Thank
remember
you.
anything else. But
And
she
you
did.
gotta remember on the last show, I did so good until the very end
You
when we
did
were
fair to
talking.
middling. You
And then
did
I
fair
looked
to
at y'all and
middling.
said, thanks for having us.
And I said,
And you went, oh, we're
And I
glad.
said, "You're welcome."
And then I went, oh, wait a second. Wait. And took off about this much of your last song.
I'm glad
because
you
of
could have
that.
joined us, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm
Well,
glad you
thank
came back
you.
with us today.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Y'all really like to humor this blonde.
meanwhile, Mike and I are just here holding down the sofas. But anyway,
Hey, there was something that we hit on last time, and we got real serious last time. But there was something that was kind of we were talking about off the set was Gary's boot size. And we ought to talk about this. Have you seen the size of his shoe?
yes. Hey, now, whoever's got the
put
camera
that
over there today,
we
go
are
ahead,
not
Gary.
doing that.
Just-
Are
Put your foot up.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
serious?
Put your foot up.
Right.
There
Wait,
you go.
Wait, here.
look at that. It's a size 4.
Well, actually, though, there may be someone that wants to donate you some new boots, and you're a size
Yeah,
7.
all of you
6 and a half.
grandparents, you-
6.5 on a good day.
Yeah, grandkids.
Yes.
Send your
Or
grandkids.
112. 112.
That's good.
All right,
Oh, my
since
word.
they've opened the box here, I just got to be honest with you. I'm always thrilled when Gary is on the program with us because he and I are the only two people who are short enough in gospel music. We're the only two people who are short enough where you can actually see our feet in our driver's license pictures.
And y'all go way
Do we
back,
have a picture of him?
Right. Can we show them? We'll roll it in later.
Are y'all really brothers?
They go way back. They used to work at the factory together.
Right, okay. All right.
Oh, no.
Moving right along.
This would be a good time for Josh to share his testimony. Go ahead.
Karen, I'm feeling your pain now.
This is the way it is every week. Let me tell you.
Actually, folks, you folks at home, you are experiencing what we experience on Monday mornings after being on the road for 3 or 4 days. Everybody's just a little bit slap happy, and go ahead, Karen, go ahead, reach over and slap him.
Do it. Now.
Okay. All right, let's talk with Tribute Quartet here. New album, Here For You. It's the latest album on, and you are...
With Daywin.
Right, with Daywin. And this album is sort of already being talked about by industry people as the career album for Tribute Quartet. And of course, what makes that are the songs that come together. When you started looking for material for this album, what went through your mind first? Was there a particular songwriter that you felt like this album would not be complete if you didn't have a song from them?
You know, to be quite honest, Andy, we didn't even go that route. What we were thinking is where we're at with, 10 years into our career, we need the best 10 or 11 songs that we could find.
We could hunt down.
That we could find. And there's a lot of good songs out there, but it's hard to find great songs that express our heart. And so it was a long process.
Yeah.
And
This is probably the longest process we've ever taken on a CD.
Absolutely. And, with having Daywin involved and our producer, Mr. Wayne Hahn, we had a lot of input from a lot of different directions, and just to come up with 11 great songs. And we feel like that we even went out of the box, out of writers that we have never used before, and found some great songs.
Okay, out of the 11 songs, is it possible to pick a favorite, a personal favorite? Get ready, guys. That question's coming to you,
difficult.
too.
Wow. A song that we found, it was actually from the contemporary world that was in a song book, a choral book. And anybody knows my roots, I'm just straight Southern to the bone. No. But when I heard this song for the very first time, I think it became one of my favorites. And it just simply says, no matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter what you're walking through right now, nothing can stop the Savior's love. And that's pretty strong.
One thing that you had mentioned too is that you've staged every song, just every song on the album.
Just about every night.
Every night.
And that's amazing. That is a great album when you stage every single song on that album.
It's completely reformed our program and our format. It's just kind of taken us.
One thing about that I love about you guys is that you do a lot of original material, and you are known for these songs. And Good News in Jerusalem, what a song! I mean, that's a powerhouse. And that was also a career change career changer for you guys as well, wasn't it?
I'll never forget, Karen, you come up to me. We had done an award show together in Tennessee, and you had come up to me afterwards, and you said to me, I want you to know that's a career-changing song. And that was when we first started singing it.
You just know when you hear them, don't you? I mean, as an artist, you just know this is it. This is the song.
All right, guys, let's talk about your influences along the way in gospel music. Gary, who did you listen to growing up?
Oh, my goodness. My favorite all-time singer was Mr. Pat Hoffmaster. Pat could sing any part and do it justice. Mike, you've heard him over the years.
He was amazing.
Amazing. He was one of the greatest of all greats. And when I go down and I listen to doing the MC work, folks like Jim Hamill, Jerry Goff, Tony Green. It's been some of the greatest MCs, and I sort of pattern myself after them and listen to them. But as far as singers, it had to be Pat Hoffmaster.
Anthony, what about you?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Actually, I grew up Church of Christ, so my church as a whole was just singing, no musical instruments and all of that. My first influence of Southern gospel music, my first introduction was Gold City with Tim and Mark and Jonathan and Jay. That was my first experience with Southern gospel music. I saw them on television or maybe a program or something that I'd flipped through. And instead of doing probably what a lot of people did and taking that era and moving further forward, I went backwards. So then that way I got Gold City with Brian and Mike and, you know, that sort of thing. And I just kept going further back because to me, the further back I went, the closer I came back to my Church of Christ roots. You know, it felt less wrong, if I can say that. But when it was just the piano and the four voices, because ultimately singing to me is still the blend of the harmony of the parts. And when there are beautiful tracks. I love, all the tracks that we sing with now, but there's still just something special about just standing, the four voices blending, and if you're going to add music to it, adding the piano and just letting that be that one more facet or element to it.
And we got about a minute left. Riley, who was your influence?
I wasn't raised around this music a lot. I was raised more on the contemporary side of things. So Jody McBrayer with Avalon in those days, he was a huge influence to me vocally. And I did know some Larnell Harris stuff. So that full voice tenor was what drew me to singing.
All right, everybody hang on for the ride here.
Yeah, really.
Josh, your influence. You got 30 seconds.
Anthony Berger, Roger Bennett, Stan Whitmire, Tim Parton, Harry Connick Jr., Oscar Peterson, Victor Borge, Frank Sinatra, Red Skelton,
Well, anyway, folks, while he's figuring out the rest of that list, we're going to send you to a break. Come back and join us right here on Gospel Music USA.
Welcome back to Gospel Music USA. We have some of my favorite people today, the Tribute Quartet. Hey, what is your website?
It is tributequartet.com.
Hey, and they're going to take us out of the show today with a couple of songs off their new album that we're so excited about. Make sure you all log on their website and get this brand new album. It is fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for coming today. We've loved having you on the show.
It's been great.
In the mud and mire behind the fences, when you finally came to your senses, you said even the servants in my Father's house are better off than I am now. You didn't think he'd take you in, much less call you son again. Instead you found a mercy so beautiful and wide that it looks beyond your foolishness to seek a wayward child. There is no condemnation, just a father who's been waiting to put his arms around you. Oh, the anticipation, what a great celebration. For you were lost, but now he's found you. And there is only rejoicing and a tender kindness shown when the prodigal comes home. Rehearsing words to beg him for forgiveness, when down the road you saw him in the distance. And as he ran to meet you face to face and wrapped you in his strong embrace, the acceptance in his eyes made you finally realize he will always love you. You will always be his son, no matter where you've wandered, no matter what you've done. There is no condemnation, just a father who's been waiting to put his arms around you. Oh, the anticipation, what a great celebration, for you were lost but now he's found you. There is only rejoicing and a tender kindness shown when the prodigal comes home. And to every child of God who somehow lost their way, even now he's longing for you. Can you hear him say, there is no condemnation, just a father who's been waiting to put his arms around you. Oh, the anticipation, what a great celebration, for you were lost but now he's found you. There is only rejoicing and a tender kindness shown when the prodigal comes home. Condemnation, just a father who's been waiting to put his arms around you. Comes home. Anticipation, what a great celebration, for you were lost but now he's found you. When the prodigal comes home.
Well, I first met Jesus down on my knees at an altar where I got saved. I met him in the quiet of my heart at sunrise, start of a brand new day. I met him in the darkest night when his light was the answer to my prayer. And those times are sweet, but they can't compete with a meeting in the middle of the air.
Oh, I'm dreaming of a meeting on a hallelujah morning when the trumpet of the Lord is gonna sound. When the dead in Christ arise and those who are alive will see his glory coming down. Finally, face to face, I will surely say there's nothing that compares. 'Cause whether I'm alive and breathing or if there's a grave for leaving, there will never be a meeting like a meeting in the middle of the air.
I've sung his praises so many days in a church house with the saints. And those times were dear with his presence near, but the veil still separates. So I turn my eyes to the eastern sky, wonder when I'll see him there. I can hardly wait for that glorious day, great, great meeting in the air.
Oh, I'm dreaming of a meeting on a hallelujah morning when the trumpet of the Lord is gonna sound. When the dead in Christ arise and those who are alive will see his glory coming down. Finally, face to face, I will surely say there's nothing that compares. 'Cause whether I'm alive and breathing or if there's a grave for leaving, there will never be a meeting like a meeting in the middle of the air. Oh, I'm dreaming of a meeting on a hallelujah morning when the trumpet